everyone, welcome to Everyday Buddhist. This is the last session about rise of Mahayana Buddhism. I want to talk about the third Mahayana philosophy, which is Buddha nature. Have you ever heard it? Buddha nature. Another word is a Sanskrit word, is Tathagata Garbha. It's just probably you never heard about this term, but let me go back to that Sanskrit after that. But Buddha nature, what is that? So sometimes we say, well, that is a human nature, kind of a nature of being a human, or essence of being a human. Sort of we get angry, jealous, and then in the Buddhist concept is we are all ignorant. That's what we see the human beings in Buddhism. So those are the basic nature of a human being. But we are talking about Buddha nature. So in Buddhism, particularly in this concept, we think everybody, not only human being, all the sentient beings, that means with a life, including animals, including trees and flowers and grass, sometimes in desk or chair. Those are things they all have a potential to become a Buddha. That's what the human nature is. That's what the Buddha nature is, sorry. So that's the Buddha nature we are talking about and thinking about in this session. So Tathagata Garbha thought, Buddha nature concept is that the term is a Tathagata. Tathagata means that's a Buddha in Sanskrit, and suchness, emptiness, same. But particular Tathagata means that's gone, something gone, and then that's come, something come. So not only coming from the emptiness realm, and there's something left in this samsaric world and gone to the world of suchness. So Tathagata has two meanings. That's gone and that's come. And Garbha means embryo or womb or container. You can imagine like a woman can have a baby, reproduction function. So that's evidently womb is sort of embryo and container to nurture a new baby. Okay, so Tathagata Garbha, and you can imagine, so some kind of a Buddha nature is growing inside an embryo or somewhere in my body then. So embryotic Buddha or matrix of a Buddha. You can think that way too. So Tathagata Garbha represents the Buddha potential, a potential or potentiality to become a Buddha within all beings, within all sentient beings. And then this Tathagata Garbha and Buddha nature thought or theory was developed particularly in China, not in India. Right after the Shakyamuni Buddha passed away, and then Buddhism stayed, and then at that time is the thought of Buddha nature was not formed. It was not developed at all because of that theory of enlightenment. So, Chinese people in China, they believe in everybody have a potential to become a Buddha. Okay? And then talking a little bit about the sutras related to this Tathagata Garbha Buddha nature concept. Of course, Tathagata Garbha Sutra composed about 250 common era, pretty long time ago, right? And then a few sutras such as a Srimada Vidi Simham Nada Sutra. We call it, this one is a Shomangyo in Chinese or Japanese. But Srimada Vidi Sutra is very famous, talking about a Buddha nature concept. This sutra was developed and written 250 to 350 Common Era. And then, of course, we shouldn't forget Nirvana Sutra. Mahaparinirvana Sutra is one of that very important sutras talking about the Buddha nature. This Nirvana Sutra is sort of made between that, in the middle of Pure Land Buddhist sutras, very much developed. So keep in mind, is in terms of the sutra talking about the Buddha nature, number 1 is a Tathagata Garbha Sutra, and then number 2 is Nirvana Sutra, and number 3 is Sriman Devi Sutra. Okay, so those are sutras I will talk about a little bit to the end of this session.